Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm coming at you guys with some more F1 news because there was a lot of big things that happened today, and I'm going to discuss them all right now. Well, there was two records there was two big things that were going to happen this weekend. Well, one potentially, one definitely. Thing number one, the possibility. There was a possibility of Sir Lewis Hamilton getting his 100th pole position in Saturday's qualifying, which he got with pretty much no problem. So that was his 100th pole position in qualifying in F1, which is, he broke the record many races ago, so it's no big surprise that this has happened, but still, massive achievement for Sir Lewis there. Another big thing that was going to happen this weekend was his current runner-up in the World Championship, Max Verstappen. This race would signify his 100th race with Red Bull, which of course happened. But there was so many things that happened this weekend. Again, there was a massive fight for first between Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton, and Max Verstappen throughout the entire race. It was flip-flopping the entire race. Didn't know how it was going to end. Of course, it ended with Lewis Hamilton gaining yet another victory. And this also signifies his best start to a season in his career in Formula One. So, fantastic work to him once again. Fans have been allowed back. I can't remember how many fans. There wasn't many fans, but there were fans in the grandstands of this race. And there will be, I believe, a quarter capacity in Monaco in 2 weeks' time. So that's going to be amazing to see as well because, the coronavirus is starting to clear off now. So it's really just a case of when we're going to get all the fans back because, as I said, we got quite a few fans in today's race, a quarter of capacity in Monaco in 2 weeks' time. So much stuff's going to happen. And of course, this weekend, Nikita Mazepin, my favourite driver on the grid, showed why he should absolutely not be in F1 again, 3,000 times. He picked up his first penalty points of the season for an incident with Lando Norris, and he's once again shown his disagreement with the gentleman's agreement the drivers all have. Basically, you don't screw me over, I don't screw you over sort of thing. And he's shown that he completely disregards that at times. He's had blue flags yet again today, which this time he did obey because he remembers what happened last time. He, of course, managed to get a 3-place grid penalty on Saturday in qualifying, but he was in 20th anyway, which is last place, so he was 23rd, technically, even though there's not 23 cars, so that was pretty funny. Yeah, that's how bad this guy is. He's so bad that even last place isn't good enough. Yeah. Mick Schumacher had a pretty good race too. I believe he got up to 16th, which is almost a quarter of the way up the grid, and for a Haas, that's actually really good. I know it doesn't sound much, but it's not bad, really. Antonio Giovinazzi had a bit of a mess-up with one of his pit stops as well. As he was coming into the pit stops, one of the tyres they were about to put on had a puncture. Yes, not even a tyre that had been driven had a puncture in it. So they had to go back, get another tyre. And that pit stop got him up to about a minute in the pits, which I was a bit gutted for him with because Mazepin got ahead of him. Yeah. And also, I believe it was around lap 15. It was quite early on into the race, but poor Yuki Tsunoda, his car just failed. The engine just went bleh, and his car just died about halfway through the race. And I thought, oh no, that's annoying. Literally, he was just driving around, I believe, turn 8, and all of a sudden, his car just stopped working. And I don't know why. He couldn't even get it started again. So because he was kind of on the edge of the track, so he really had to try and get on the gravel, otherwise someone might have crashed into him. So, and he couldn't even do that because his car just straight up stopped. So AlphaTauri's going to need to do a little bit of work on that to try and get that fixed for the next race. But of course, with Lewis Hamilton, and with Lewis Hamilton's victory, another record has been equalled. Most consecutive races won on one track. And that record is of course currently held by the one and only Ayrton Senna in Monaco, with 4 races being won each year. So he won Monaco from 89 to 93, and Lewis Hamilton has equalled that record today, winning Spain 2017 to 2021. So one more win in Spain, and Lewis Hamilton will have beaten that record too by the late great Ayrton Senna. So he has not got many records left to beat. In fact, I think it's that one, and then the 8 World Championships. Once he's got his 8th World Championship, he's beaten every record in F1 history and holds them all to this day. So it is going to take a very, very special person to beat those records. 100 pole positions, 98 wins. Oh yes, this was his 98th win. Possibly 100 in a couple of races' time, who knows. 4 consecutive wins on a track each year. Well, 5 it should be. And all the records he's beaten before. 8 World Championships. He's just got so many records under his name. It'll be near impossible to beat them all, because they're all held by him now, pretty much. So I think that man, well, he's the only F1 driver in history to be knighted while he's still racing. Yes, all the drivers who've been knighted beforehand have retired, then been knighted. But Lewis Hamilton is still going. So, good on you, Sir Lewis. You've done good. Anyways, that's going to do it for this F1 video, guys. So as always, people, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to mine and Roxanne's YouTube channel. Her link is down in the link tree in the description. My sub button is down there. Yep, that big red one. Unless you've already subscribed, then it's grey. Thanks for that, by the way. And of course, don't forget to click both of our bell icons, get both sets of our notifications. Comment as well, because why not? And let me know what you thought of this race and how stressed you were, because it was a stressful one. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Stereo, and Roxanne on her blog. Those links are also in the link tree in the description. And lastly, of course, don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. I'll see you guys tomorrow with your weekly vaccine lockdown update. Goodbye.